Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get rolling. Who we got? Vader in the house. Chicken Charlie. Always good to see you, Trestle. Monday. Yes. Yes. We are all hopefully looking forward to a little Halloween Hellfest. Doing things a little different around here. A little different. All right. Happy Monday to everybody. Things are going well. Had a couple reports from Double T from last night we didn't go through. I did want to take a look at those. I did my 3v3 and couple interesting ones that I had. I had this Small World one. So one thing I've been noticing for 3v3, if you guys are struggling to win, I think sometimes we overcomplicate it a little bit. And I've noticed this. So a lot of times we just give in to a matchup where we match, like, let's say we have this determination where we know we get to 20% buff. So we go air versus tank, right? And then we're like missile versus air, and then we got to do air versus tank, and then we do whatever. What am I missing? Tank versus missile. So when we do all these matchups, right, we're often left with one that doesn't work, right? So I'll give you a perfect example. So I took on Small World. And every time I wish I had his, so here. You can see he has 85.1 million air, right? And my tank is sadly sitting at 58.1. Okay, so he has an 85.1 air, and then he has, and this will work at whatever level you're looking at. This will work at 20 million, 30 million, whatever you want to match up and do. This, it's more of a theory than anything else. So he has a 75.4 million missile. And then his tank is 74. So I throw my 64.5 against his tank. All right. So now here's where I'm left at a crossroads that you guys can do this too. I want you to try this and let me know if it works for you. So if I throw, now normally you would say throw my missile against his air, right? Because that's obviously what we do with our matchups. So that would mean my 76.5 missile would have to go against his 85.1 air. I've done that. Lost every single time, right? I always get killed because why wouldn't I? His air is ridiculously strong. Okay, but let's say you take that same missile and instead of matching it up against the opposite team, why would I go against an 86.1 air just to get to 20% buff when his missile is close to mine at 76.5 to 74.5, right? And look how close I came to actually beating him. That's the closest by far I've ever come to beating him. I was incredibly excited about it. Now, listen, this has nothing to do with matchups or anything else. He's way stronger. I mean, he's 250 drone. His chips are ridiculous. He's level 10. Everything you look at, his tactical is 13. His look at his deco is 7.1. Throw all that out. I'm just talking about, think about how when you do your matchups, you only automatically go against the counter team, right? How often you even think about just doing an equal matchup with tank versus tank, air versus air, missile versus missile, and just see to line it up instead of having to do the opposite. Just line it up against one another. And you may just be stronger than that person and you're overthinking it. You're just overthinking it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's really like, give it a try. Like, instead of analyzing against that opposite, 'cause I think we all look at that, right? We all automatically go to the opposites. Instead, look at the powers. Look at the power, because if I don't care if your air is more powerful than his tank. If his tank is, 54 and your tank is 55 or 56, and you're both kind of in that same realm, just put tank versus tank. Anyway, so I had that matchup. I started doing this, and actually, uncomplicating this has actually led me to a lot more of 3v3 wins for 5 points, beating people all three because again, I'm not overthinking it. So just something to think about as you move into your 3v3 brawls, your matchups, and how you play them out. So little thing to try for you guys. Cool. Hey, I do mirrors all. I do mirrors all there. Trestle. I think, was that supposed to be all the time? I'm guessing all the time. Yeah, like time when you see Mason. Yeah, cool. Yeah, listen, smart Trestle, because, I do my 30 so fast a lot of times. I just do the opposite constantly. And I don't think I take advantage of that enough, like to just look at that and do it enough. So I'm certainly going to do that. We'll be taking a look a little bit at T11s again tonight. We do this like every 2 weeks. It's not, we're at 36% now. I wish I remember. I have to go back and look at the videos when I started posting like T11s when we started coming out. I want to say, what are we? Let me see if the documentation is still here or if it got moved for T11. And if it's even dated, I don't know. Yeah, so this says 25 days ago. And I want to say that's probably close to when the T11s came out, right? We're probably around when we got the T11, so we're probably around three weeks at this point. I think I've had them for. That would be my guess, because last week I was in the GRT. So at the I think I've had them now for 3 weeks. So in saying that, I'm only 36% on the helmet, not going anywhere fast in regards to completing this. I don't really know. I haven't gotten an update on. I will have an update video for you on the free-to-play folks that we've zoomed in on before. But I haven't really had any movement here. I don't know where like Hulk and some of the VIP 18s are on getting this completed. But this is going nowhere fast. This is going nowhere fast, folks. In regards to what I do, I'm only getting the 510. I'll get the 510 20 packs every event. That's all I'm going to do, pushing it. I made the mistake of even spending the money on it before. So when you look at, the squads, what we'll look at tonight is to see if I'm getting any movement on that, to see if any of the teams actually move on this. It seems to be very little at this point. Early on for those T11s, it pushed a lot, but now it just seems to be not that much. Not that much. Okay. So we're close in versus tonight. We are in gold, so I'm hey, I'm 94% on chess piece by only buying the weekly pass. Oh, okay. That's cool to know, Vader. Thank you for sharing that. So you're only getting the weekly deal here, or the weekly pass here, which is the cores, and obviously you must be getting the alliance store materials. Are you spending diamonds on it? You're getting the diamonds. So you're getting that, and then plus you must be getting all of this for the diamonds, and then you must be getting this material in here for this, I would imagine. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would guess that's what you mean by the weekly store plus the alliance store. And you are 94% on the chest. Okay. All right, so you still got the glove and the gun is the biggest thing that was ridiculous. I was curious if you could offer advice. I transferred to a very weak server from an extremely chaotic. Hey, you sound like me, Charlie. It's exactly what I did. My first time. To a very weak server from an extremely chaotic server. Some people followed. Okay, so far, me and you are aligned here, Charlie. But they are not super active. I enjoy playing on the server, though. I'm getting recruited for season 6 to join a stronger 100%, Charlie. So Charlie, your story, your last war story is almost identical to mine. I was on originally 72. I needed to get out of there, and we had this game plan on this other server to move to. It was a very weak server. We moved there, went to 87. And it was kind of a breath of fresh air, to be honest with you. Everybody, we ended up finishing 6th on the season. So actually, it really wasn't that bad. Everybody made it sound out like it was going to be awful. It really worked out for us. It was 6th on the server, better than we had finished in 72. But it was very weak. It's time to 100%, Charlie. Once I finished that, it was ready to move to a little bit more active server with more of a fighter pace. Because I needed to pick up that fighter pace period in the server and be competitive. I would, no matter what, and you get recruited a lot. I've said this a while. When you get recruited a lot, the best thing you could do is talk to people that are in that server already. Talk to the president. If you don't get a good vibe from the president, then that says a lot about the server. Sorry, but if the alliance who wins picks that person to be the representative of the server, and you get a bad feeling on that server from talking to them, that's a reflection of the server, Charlie. Right? I mean, it is what it is. So, I would make sure I'm talking to the server. You want to get in there. People follow you sometimes, prevent you from going to that stronger alliance too. You want to target being in the top alliance that you're moving over to that server. You don't want to spend too much time in your game outside of the top alliance. You're going to really stunt your growth. So moving into the new server, people are recruiting you. Take advantage of that and move to the top team. Or if they have a second team that's really strong, it's very strong, go ahead and go to that team. But yeah, you want to put yourself in a good situation there. You're gonna love it. Once you go from, you kind of get a reboot. I'm sure you feel the same way. Like, I recharged my jets of I was in the server. We were chaotic in the beginning, but then the drama kind of went away. So it was a weak server, but no drama. And when you're in a heavy drama paced last war, and a lot of you know this from coming in the servers, new servers. So this is my 4th server now, and I can tell you that. When you're sitting there in a server with a lot of drama, it takes a lot out of you. Like, it's hard to want to log on sometimes. You're dragging. You're like, oh my god, I don't want to deal with the bull crap. I don't want to deal with all right, who are we gonna argue with today? And you're ready. And if you have a bad day, you log into the game. It's a social game too. Somebody's gonna irritate you. You just want to fight. You just want to fight in your server. You're just shut up. Stop the nonsense, the argument. So the conversations, everything just becomes very childish, and you just want out. Any way possible, you want out to just end the nonsense. So a lot of times, if you go to a more calm server, that may be weaker. But you know what you get to do is you recharge your jets, and you actually get to fall in love with the game again from the beginning, where you're kind of okay, now let me calm down. Everybody's getting along. Let me help my alliance. Let's build together. Go forward. You still get the fight. You still get the lead. You do all that. And now you're ready to, pick up your bags and move to a stronger server with stronger fighters and really be more competitive now again. It's just like hitting the reset button. I can't really describe it, but I'm sure, Charlie, that's how you're feeling right now. You're probably ready to hit the reset button, get back into fighting, get back in the top alliance, where you're incredibly challenged and push forward and deal with personalities again and stuff like that. So super active in Warzone and all events. Yep. That's why you'll be recruited. That's why they'll want you. Exactly. 100%. The new server has no chaos compared. Yeah. I know what you mean, man. I'm on board. I'm with you, bro. I live the same exact game. Believe me. So you described me perfectly. I feel regenerate. Yeah, I know. I got you, bro. I honestly, just all I can say is, you're gonna have a lot of people that want. What are you, Charlie? Are you a blue chair or purple chair? Because that really makes a huge difference in your ability to choose where to go. If you're a blue chair, but are you too strong? You might. Are you a purple chair? And Vader, why? Oh, okay, purple. Yeah. So, hey Vader, how are you doing in with the farm accounts in your verses? By the way. All right, Charlie. So you're gonna be limited to where you can go. One thing I would do, Charlie, is make sure servers know that you're available. Because one thing servers don't realize when you're purple is that you're looking for another server. A lot of times they don't reach out. They count on you reaching out to them. So you want to really don't feel bad. Like just reach out and see what they're doing. If there's any like spots available, and tell them your intention. Your intention right now is you're just talking to servers, so they don't think like, oh, you've chosen them, and if they have a spot, you're going to take it. Just be honest with them. Just have a conversation and say, hey, listen, do you guys know what you're doing with your server, with your spots, or whatever, because you're feeling out, having conversations with different servers, and go from there, man. Go from there, because the servers will be, they'll want to talk to you and they'll want to come back in, and that's all I did. I had a conversation with probably, I don't know, no less, and when I was going from my second server to my third server, I had no less than 13 conversations with servers. Would be the best guess I can give you. I probably had 13 servers that I was talking to, at least just interested, like that we were just having conversations. And we were kind of keeping aware of their statuses, of just kind of, okay, they got somebody to fill their spot, and I had a group I was traveling with too, so it made it a little bit more difficult as far as the selection goes. So I would say, Charlie, feel it out, man. Go out there and have some conversations, and you'll be good. You'll be good. There he is. There he is. What's up, my server link, man? What's going on? So far we are winning 69 to 30. Oh, okay, so those 14 farm accounts aren't working there, Vader? Thank you for the invite. You're welcome, Charlie. Anytime, man. Just keep me updated on how those conversations go. President, remember the main people that you talk to when you're having those conversations, Charlie. The president of the server, you want to get a feeling, and then also you want to get a feeling for another alliance in that server that you're looking to move to. Just randomly, I always just say hello. Just to a couple R4s at another alliance or something that's on there to get a feeling for how they feel on the server. That's all. Nothing in depth, nothing crazy. And by the way, what's awesome, Charlie, is I've kept so many of those relationships moving on. Like we're in 64 servers. I probably talked to people in, I don't know, 30-something servers probably. Like I talked to, and that's before YouTube, by the way. I mean, I've had people, obviously, it's ridiculous now, my DMs and crazy world. But I mean, I've talked to so many people prior to YouTube just reaching out and being friendly in the game. It's always good to just know different servers and what's going on and talking to people. That's what this game's all about anyway. It's killing and talking to people you normally wouldn't. I'm great, bro. Great to join your live again. Love you in, man. Love having you in, my serverling man. Good to talk to you again. Can I see your decorations, including purple and blue? You can. I'm not doing anything right now, but waiting on verses because we're gonna push forward. You want decorations? Here's deco, my friend. This is my deco right now. Deco picture right now. I'm working on getting everything to level 5. That is my goal. Once I get to level 5, then it's kind of like the deco party's pretty much over. There's nothing I can do anymore after level 5. Level 5 gets a little ridiculous. I kind of just move based on what I want to get everything to level 5. So, and this one's my next target. This one's pretty much the only one. I think the only one I have at level 3 right now. There's one other one, but this is all season. So, God of Judgment, that's season stuff. So, yeah. That's all. And then purple. So, purple, everything is moved to level 4. And I actually finally got this one maxed. And I will tell you that coming up, I am going to have these 4 are my target to get maxed as I get them every day. And this one I'm down to 13. This one's down to 28. And this one is down to 23. So I roughly probably get about 4 to 6 purple a day. So I'm hoping that within the next week or so, I can get all 3 of these done for free. That's the hope. What's the cost between 5 to 6? Level 5 to 6? Oh, shit, Charlie. I mean, it's... and this doesn't matter, by the way. The SR, I don't even look at these. These are so ridiculous. I mean, to just jump 1,000, you need 500. Whatever the game gives me, they give me. I don't hunt these down. It's not worth it. I don't care. To go from 5 to 6, so like Golden Marshal here I have at 5. I mean, you need 162 of them. And for Gold Deco, getting 162 is a lot. A lot. Yeah, but you don't, it doesn't matter, Charlie. It's SR. Like this 5, that doesn't even, who cares? Like, it's a drop in the bucket. I wouldn't even I don't even pay attention to this tab. A matter of fact, the game knows that there's no value to these because the game doesn't even make you open them. The game just automatically upgrades them because they know you don't care. So, I don't know. They just started with those and kind of left it. But, yeah, this tab might as well not even exist. I never even click on it. But, no, I mean, to go, like, you know, your level 4 is not bad. You start moving these up in increments. For those of you that only level 3, once you get your 18 and you get past level 3, it starts to turn into, like, components. So like level 4, level 5, level 6, you start to get a little bit per 18. So 18 here, I can get all of this. And then if I get to 36, then I can move it here. And then 54, you know, you move it all the way here to get the extra percentages. So that's 4 to 5. But 5 to 6 is 54 of them, which is, it's a crap ton to move 54. So, yeah, I doubt I'll be getting many. Once I get to level 5s for everything, yeah, it'll be a long time. Long time there, Serverlink man, before I move anything past that. But I'll tell you, Deco is incredibly valuable in this game. Like, you look past it, but, you know, it's hard to upgrade. It's definitely a spending thing. There's no doubt. So it's easy to look past because there's little you can do about it. So I understand that. I get it. If you're free to play and low spender, you're probably like, yeah, I'd love to have it if I had $1 million. But no, I get it. It is expensive to move. But it does, like, I mean, it just, when you look at the numbers that it adds to these battles and what it does, oftentimes the reason why Deco, when you see people who are spenders moving Deco so much, and here is like the Deco details that you're looking at. So for me in this one, who am I? I'm on the right. This is from Winterstorm today. I'm on the right. This guy was really incredibly strong on the left, by the way. So, you know, look at these numbers. It's just crazy. Like this is really good numbers. So the reason why you see oftentimes people who are spenders and they make Deco such a big deal and they have Decorate Your Dreams and people are dumping money into it, because I'll tell you what, if I can move a Deco, it's actually sometimes more than moving my drone. At this level is what I kind of keep telling everybody, right? You know, I don't know, like when you get to that 150 mark, you get to that 200 mark, like who cares? Like you get to this, and even this person right here that you're looking at, he has level 10 components here. What does he have for 9? He has his level 9s are a little bit more than me. I have one more star on mine than his. He had 36 to 32, but his drone is 250. Mine's only 219, and you look and it's only a .3 difference. So again, I say this a lot on the lives. Don't push your drone. There's no need to rush it. There's no need to rush it. Hey, Bailey, great to have you in, as always. Yeah, there's no need to rush that drone. And you're seeing it here. It's just .3. So when we're spending money and we're trying to find places to get it, oftentimes the deco is giving us more power than our drone is even giving us. So that's why we're dumping money into deco. And you're seeing people with such high deco and spending money and whatever. But in reality, you think they're like, oh my God, and spending money. It's a lot of money, relative like to this game. You're spending a lot of money, no doubt. But when you put it as relative to spending money in drone and dumping money into drone, I can tell you what, it's probably freaking equal or cheaper than sitting here trying to like dump it into drone. To get it to 2, let's put it into perspective. I don't want to lose time this verses either. I got 4 more minutes. I gotta watch this. So let's put it into perspective. So today we're gonna go into Bounty Hunter. All right, that's where we get our mass. Okay, so let's talk about 250 and 221. Let's talk about money. How much is it gonna be if I want to go up to 250? Okay, let's talk about that. So right now I'm 219. And so it's to get 2,000 gears or 2,000 drone parts. It's probably going to cost me at Bounty Hunter around maybe like, I'm trying to do it because I do the badges too. So let's say 275. If I'm going to be generous, I'm going to say 275. It's probably a little bit more than that. It might be 300, but I'll just say, no problem. I'll say 275, let's say, for me to even get 2,000 of those drone parts. It's more than that though, because to get the gears, it costs way less. It's probably more like 325, 350. So it's probably like 350 is what my guess is to get those drone parts in Bounty Hunter. So let's say it's 350 and that only gets me 2K, guys. So 350 gets me 2K. Now, it costs me 220. Right now it's costing me about 1,100 per level. 1,100 per level to move up my drone. Yep, 1,100. And it goes up incrementally every single time. So when I get to 220, it's going to go up again. It's going to go up again. So at the bare minimum, though, let's say it was even 1,100. We're going to falsify numbers because it's going to be way past this. And so it costs me 350 to get 2K. So it costs me 350. I'm going to do rough estimates. It's going to cost me 350 to go up 2 levels, right? And again, I'm doing this like easy because it would be more than that. So 2 levels is going to cost me 350. So 4 levels, you're talking, 700. 8, you're talking 1,400. 16, we're at 2,800. What am I at? What do I got to do? I'm 119. I need 30 levels. So let's say 32. So 32, it's going to cost me $5,600 to put my drone to 250. That's the math. And I just went short on that, by the way. Probably more like 6,000. Probably more like actually 7,000. When you start adding up the increases of the drone parts every single level you go. So to even take my drone from 220 to 230, it's probably going to be like 6K. Just for drone parts, okay? So that person had it. So you got to factor that in. The reason why I bring this up and I start talking about money in deco is because do you know how much deco I can get for that same price? The amount, because what you're not factoring is what I keep telling you. I keep telling you that even the people that are moving that drone to 250, right? They're moving it to 250. It's not that big a deal. It's incremental. Like it's the small pieces that people are getting are the 0.01, 0.02 to their team. It's not massive in any way. I just showed you that person. If it was massive, then why is that person 250? I'm 219. Their drone is only 0.3 ahead of me. 0.3. If 250 was 30, that those 31 levels were so massive, then he would be way in front of me. Way in front of me, because that's not what happens. You think it does. You think those drone levels are going to make a big difference. You pump it in. You can't wait to push it. You can't wait to push that drone level. And then when you do, you're just sad. It's a sad day. You look forward to it, and then when you do it, it's just disappointment. You know what I've never been disappointed in? Moving my deco. Never. Not once. Love it. Always happy when I move my deco. Always great percentages. Moves my team. It's awesome. Awesome move to do. So, yeah, I would say, like, if you put that same amount of money into deco, how much I can multiply the power versus what we're doing with drone, that's why people are spending so much on their deco. There it is right there. So, it's worth it. It's worth it. But again, is it worth it? Like, let's talk about worth it. No, you're free to play low spender. No, it's not worth it. If you don't have the money, it's not worth it. If you're outside of your budget, then no. It's not worth. And nothing's really worth it in the game. we're just spending money having fun around here. But it's not like there's no value. It's not like I go to buy a new car and I go, hey, listen, I got a drone that's at $250. Can you include that thing? Equity on my drone is phenomenal. Sent you another battle report for 3v3 battle. Oh, cool. All right, F. All right, free to play. We'll check it out. I gotta up my. We gotta take a look at the T11s. We gotta do the bounty hunter, and then I'll take a look at some reports. I got a report from. Double T too that sent me yesterday. We didn't get a chance to look at, so we got some reports to look at. Totally agree. Had a 1 level upgrade today, and now I'm bored. Yeah, dude. It only gets worse, man. Your drone will only disappoint you further when you start going into level. The last level, I keep telling you, 150. Once you get to 150, stop your pushing. Just go at a normal pace. You're cool. You could still get some drone parts here and there and like move it. I'm just saying, don't get in a rush to move it like 2, 3, 4 levels. It's not worth it. Just go at a normal pace. Like, use it for verses. Use it to your advantage to push verses at the same time, or your arms race, or however you want to actually spend it. So you're getting stuff back into your pocket. If you're just randomly going to push 3 or 4 levels, I'm telling you, you're just going to be disappointed. That's all you're going to do. Okay. Let me get some stuff here. Again, weekly pass. For those that are tuning in, remember weekly pass, this Armament Core, which Vader is selling. Vader says, got to get the core here. I agree. Drone components are great drone parts. Somebody left a comment for me on YouTube today that they have drone chips on a weekly pass. Not sure what they're talking about there. Not sure if it's a battle pass or they actually have like a weekly pass for drone chips. We do not. I'd love to know about that because I would be getting that. That's phenomenal. So let's go. You know what else? Somebody in the Bounty Hunter event on another server, earlier server I've been talking to, Psychosis, who's, I think it's like Psychosis? I think his name is. I talk to him all the time on Discord about the Bounty Hunter event. We go back and forth talking about it. He gets offered on the earlier servers 3,000. So when you come in and look at the Bounty Hunter event, where's my event? Okay, yeah. Oh, Monica, Kim, Monica. Yeah, we don't care. We really do not care whatever you're saying. It's a complete waste of our time. So in here, we are capped at 2,000. We're capped at 2,000. In the early servers, he has 3,000 he's allowed to buy. He can get 3,000. And I'm like, what the heck, man? I want 3,000 at the discounted rate. I don't want to get capped at 2,000. I get 2,000 and then they make you pay it down here. You can get 4,000, but you got to pay the increased costs. It's like a 33% markup or something down here. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in the market. I don't want the drone that bad. Yeah. All right. So let's start with the T11s. I just get a little bit here. We get to the 20. That's all we're doing for T11s. Nothing worth it after that, really. All right. So we'll look at the team, see where we're at here. 76.51. So let's see if we do anything or can move that. All right, what are we at? 36% or something. So that's it. We got to 44% now on the helmet. Hold on, let me throw Fiona in here to get my max. All right, let's see how far we get. 70, 71, 72, and that's it, 72. And you know what's hilarious too? The game is pushing us to do. I've had this thing in here. Monica's training inspection 6. I have to enter restricted level 6 in order to get these bonuses. And like I've had it for 3 weeks. You can tell the game is like completely out of their mind on how many people are being pushed to do the T11s. I'm sure they're sadly mistaken on how many people are actually doing it. When we started out the gate, there were a ton of people up here that were flying, to get T11s. Now Hulk is the only one that's really pushing still. He's 6'9", so he went into 6. Even King is 576. CDF is 574. Rich and myself now 572. It's not worth the cost. So, it's relative to what we're gonna spend. So, that was it. What do we get for team? Anything? Oh, okay. Oh no. Hold on. Let me put my team back. 54. What? 76.54. What was I before? 76.51. Did that give me 0.03? I have to watch back. Is that? I think it was 76.51. 76.5. Yeah, so I was 76.51 was what I was, and now I'm 76. So it gave 0.03 for that percentage that I got. That's it. Yeah, free to play. You're 6'9". Hulk's 6'9" too. It's just not worth. It's not the lemon's not worth the squeeze, my friend. There's no point in rushing. There's no point. Gonna end up in the same spot. Keep doing what we're doing. So, and as you can see, like everybody else is still behind. We're like in the middle right now, where we have T11s and nobody else does. So far it's working as free to play and low spenders aren't there yet. And it's we have someone who's 630. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's wild. Like I'm sure, like they said, I already know they said that if you try to do it outright, it's $29K. So I don't know who wants to spend $29,000 on that. Doesn't make much sense to me. Try to push that. Now, if you told me I get more Moonstone Blessings free to play, if they made this more, then all right, that would be a whole different ball game. If you double up my Moonstone Blessing, now I'd be getting more. I mean, how could I say no? Everybody got to get your free ones, right? And then don't forget, you can use your diamonds. Great way to use your diamonds. Keep your collection going there. Move them up. All right. So the way to play this game, if you are a spender, if you're saving up your bullets, that's great. Unfortunately for this event, the best way to do it, if you are a spender, is to make sure you have enough to use Barrage, because that's going to launch the Wandering Merchant the fastest. That's what we've done. So in the first week of this event, I was able to launch the Wandering Merchant just by using my bullets and hitting these guys, and I didn't have to use my Barrage Strikes. Then the game corrected itself to launch this Wandering Merchant faster they made me have to use the Barrage Strike, and it took me a minute to figure it out. Actually, the guy I was telling you, and Psychosis in the Discord that I talked to, we go back and forth. His wasn't launching the way I told him. And so afterwards, he had spent I forgot what it was, a lot of money. It was like 700 or something to get the mount. I came in the following week and I did Barrage Strike. And I said to him, use Barrage Strike. It seems to launch the Wandering Merchant a lot faster. He was able, just off of doing that, he was able to drop, I think, the cost by like $200 the following week. So if you're doing it, then that's what you need to do. VIP 17s and VIP 18 want to spend that money. Well, God bless them. Then free to play. Who am I? Who am I to stop people want to spend the money? Spend it up. Barrage. I mean, in all fairness, I'm not the whale you're looking for. I'm not the VIP 18. This is not the correct channel. I'm a dolphin. So I do a little dabble here and there, but certainly not spending a car on T11s. So let's see what we get for there it is. So see what I mean? Boom, launch the Wandering Merchant, and that's all I want. Because the faster I can launch the Wandering Merchant, the cheaper the event is for me to be able to get the items that I want. And this will probably be the $10 one. Yep, because she always launches the $10 one first. So you got to get that one, and then she'll launch the $50 one or whatever. So they also added this power laser, which is nice. So that way I don't have to hit it 8 times. All right. So we get this, and we're gonna have to get some. Bullets. All right, Barrage Strike it is. Let's see, Wandering. Ugh, no Wandering. Get the freebie. There it is. That time it did it. Okay. And by the way, these things are terrible deals. They really need to up this and make this better. They changed this around, I think. I'd have to look at last live to see what was up here. I think this has always been 4. To get the 3,000 is ridiculous. It's not worth it to get there for that. All right, so Wandering, there it is. Yep, 600. Oops. All right. There's another one. And that's how it works. There she is. And that's the best way of doing it. To redeem the most that you can. And then you can get, like, I'm already 1,840 right now, which means I'm going to, this is an automatic. I'll get these. This is going to cost $22.50 for my bomb badges. I'll need that. We're back on the level 5 drone again. So we'll be getting those. And then I need these, which is another 44. So I'll leave this event with probably 6,650. Is probably what I'll leave the event with. And that depends because Season 5, I have been gobbling up every single speed up that I can get. So, I may get this too. Because Season 5 is going to, I'm telling you, I keep telling everybody, Season 5 is going to require so many speed ups for building troops. And the only way to get them fast enough is to get them out of here and not spend them regularly. So, I'll say that good speed ups here too that I'm getting, which is nice. So that's good. All right, cool. Yeah. So there's the bounty hunter. I would say for anybody else doing this, redeem. I just the bond badges are just phenomenal deal here with 50. Everybody gets those. The only place if you're gonna push your drone or you need drone parts, it's really the only place you can get them like a bulk rate. So whether you like it or not, this is the going rate. So if you don't want to spend it, then you're not going to get bulk. You just get the weekly deal at 100 a clip, and that's all you can do. You can get 400 a month, and then this is the only really way to get them for 2,000. And you can get even more down here, but that's the 33% markup down there. Level 5, so I won't buy these. I won't pay for this because it's a markup because they're select chests. I'd rather just get the level 5 regular chests than to pay a markup for them. Just not long-term picture. Doesn't make sense to me for that. For the chips it does. For this it does not. Yeah, and then maybe these can get it. So depends on how bad you want your Valor. Valor here. Tons of stuff in here. Buy, but nothing for. Then the Moonstone Blessing. Look at this. Clean it out. Oh yeah, awesome. Nothing gets me going like that. All right, let's see what we got going here. Yesterday, boom, boom, boom. Who sent me Double T? That was my next one that I was going to look at from yesterday. So Double T had said that he was working both two teams. I don't understand this concept. So he was saying he was working two teams, switching his gorilla, and what was it, tank and oh, these are both tank. So I thought he said he was working two separate teams in here. All right, so let's see what he's got going. Air, he lost his tank. Yeah, okay, lost to the air, who's less powerful. That's not shocking. 2020, he's 30 here. Okay. He's got that by 0.9. Is he doing mixed squats at all? No. No. Air, okay. Okay. I would have rather had his Murphy radar than his Murphy shield here. And he didn't even build out his radar. So I prefer the radar first. Like this person. You mirrored what this person did. I'd prefer this layout. Yeah. It's fine. Don't really need to do anything on Marshall, but it's okay. Considering you have why is Stetman more than Kim though? Like, why wouldn't you give the Stetman shield to Kim and the radar to Kim? Why? I guess that I don't understand. I'm not sure the gear layout here at all. On the mirror, I prefer that this person, Double T, I prefer this person's layout of gear than yours. Like, this is how I would build it out. Like, Kim is your powerhouse, like D.Va. So I'd want everything on D.Va. I'd want everything on Kim here. Yeah. Yeah. So take that for what it's worth. Is this your first team? Well, your skills are okay, but your where are your exclusives? Okay. Yeah, you got a lot of work to do on your skill. I'm surprised your skills are this. Is this your first team? I'm surprised this is your first team with your skills. 9.2, 8.7, 166, 190. This is another one, right? He lost 166 to 190. No surprise to me, by the way. No surprise to me. 5 missing. Okay. Okay. All right. 9.2 to 8.7. With the gorilla. That's funny. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. 21%. I mean, I like a build. I don't mind your build with your valor. Whatever. I'd stop work if this looks like tank is your. Yes, the air team, not the tank. Double T is the air. Is he? Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. I did that just to, who was it, man? Was I talking to you, Vader? Doing that? Okay. All right, good. That makes me feel better then, Double T. Then you look good. Your skills look great. Your gear looks great. This person needs help. Sorry, Chief. Yeah, you're not doing well with the gear layout. Someone needs to help you out. Double T, that looks fantastic. Then. And look at the 166 to 190. I'm so happy you're this other side now. I'm so happy you're this other side because it was saddening to look at. This is great. You're obviously like light spender, mid spender. Look at this. Look at your tech. Oh, see, I'm in love with your team now. This is awesome. Yeah, this person, I'm not sure what they're doing over here. And they're dumping a bunch of money into their gorilla, which even more puzzling to me. Because they got perfect sync, which means, okay, I get it, you're bumped in the bond rating, but you have a lot more help. Listen, if everybody out there is spending money, if you're a low spender or a mid spender, this isn't the place to dump all this freaking money. Like, this is a lot of money being dumped into this gorilla. To be at this special training level and this perfect sync for a low spender, mid spender, all your budget has to be going to the gorilla for what we're talking low spenders and mid spenders are spending to get to this point. Like, this is wild. Like, look at their valor, and you're worried about the gorilla? I would rather have valor. I mean, yeah, like, and in your gear. Like, I'd be spending money on blueprints. There's no way I would spend a penny on the gorilla before I'd spend it on the bullseye event, and you don't even have to buy out the bullseye event. Just use your budget to get extra bullets every month, and don't spend it on anything else other than that. You can just straighten out your gear first. You know? I don't understand this chief person. Like, spend your money, that much money on the gorilla is wild. Okay. Yeah, Deco. You're better. Listen, last thing I'll tell you about your money, but if you're gonna spend it on your gorilla, you were better off dumping your money in your Deco than that gorilla. I'll tell you that right now. You would have went a lot further than that gorilla. Tactic cards even. Look at this. The tactic cards are not developed here. He's level 2. Well, he's using the training card anyway. I don't know. Maybe he didn't switch out his cards or something. I don't know. He's got Monster Slayer up. That's why. Okay. Why is he using Monster Slayer? What was he doing World Boss? I don't know what's going on here. Okay. I don't know why you shared this report. Double T is more frustrating than everything else with the person you're playing. There's nothing wrong with your account. Your account seems great. You seem to be on pace. You know, this tech stuff is fantastic, man. I love this picture. You're zeroed in. I mean, other than your air must be your second team. That's what you were talking about. So you must be using air for your second, but your gear looks, if this is your gear looks great for your second. So then Double T, here's your tank. So this makes sense. So this must be, let's see. Okay. So here's your second. Your second is your tank. Level 40. I mean, that's fine. Send all your prints and your mythics on your first team, so that's fine. Problem with that. Yeah, I mean, all your exclusives are fantastic. You worked on your second team to 20. You're going back working on your exclusive on your third team. I don't know. You're a carbon blueprint of what people should be doing, Double T. Like, this is good stuff. This is all good. Yeah, you're on your way to level 9 here. Yep. Gorilla, not spending a bunch on your gorilla. Look at this. That's nor should you. You're like a low spender, mid spender. I'm impressed you get as much valor as you do. On your server. But your deck, I mean, listen, your deco's pretty good for the cost. Your tactic cards, level 7, level 4, would be good to be level 7, and then focus on more level 7 you'll get in this. I like how you split out your cards, too. You do attacker / defense. Fan of that. Yeah, nothing, so I see you are, so the problem that you, so Double T, the point of this was what you're doing is you're throwing your gorilla on one team and not on the other. So when you're fighting somebody, your point was you're throwing your gorilla on your other team. I would say two things. One, with gear like this, it's not really going to be as effective strategy. So in the long run, it'll be an effective strategy. In the long run, you keep doing this, it'll be effective. In the short term, right now, probably not making a whole lot of difference. If you go against somebody's #1 team, they're gonna annihilate you because of the gear. Like this team right here. This team you're gonna end up facing. So as you develop, though, how are your chips? So your chips are pretty even. I'm okay. I would ride your first team a little harder, Double T, right now, and push that air. Like push your air chips. I would keep pushing these and worry less about the tank. I would push this team a little more. Because honestly, until you can complete your gear here and start putting your gear on that second team, although you're ready to do it eventually, and I love the strategy, that's the way I would be building, I think you can continue to just focus on your first. Here. Especially because if this is your first, this air, tank is your first. Okay, so you just switched over your gear for that one fight would be my guess. So even so, then I would be the reverse of that. Just focus on your tank and play this out and get that gear maxed out, and then you can start filling in that air gear. Because evening your chips out, I think you're better off pushing these chips to 20, pushing these to 8 would get your 8 bonus on these chips would probably be your best bet for the long run. You already got 5 on the other one, so that's fine. You're already getting your bonus until you get to 8 there for air. So this is your #1 team. Focus your chips here. And your drone doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. This all plays in together. And because you're also doing your mastery. So when you're going to be ready to switch for this whole idea of switching teams with Gorilla, you have to have tank 100%, and then you'll be working on your air mastery when you do that switch. So you still got a long ways before you can do it. In the short term, right now, realistically, you can't fight like this in battle, I guess is my point. The strategy doesn't really work because anytime there's no quick way to change your gear when you're in a battle. I mean, you could. The problem is while you're being attacked, if you're trying to switch your gear, you're getting more attacked. It doesn't really work out. So it's better to just focus on one team and build that out faster. And then once your gear is maxed out, move over to that other team and start doing it. You can even, once you max out one team, you can actually move some of your red gear if you want to that second team if you wanted to. But the way I built it was I maxed out my first team and then started working on my second team with blueprints and everything and just built it out naturally like that. So I wouldn't force it. But anyway, good stuff, T. You're building out, your gear looks great. Everything looks great in how you're building. Free to play, what did you spend? Let's see. You sent this one. Where are your defeats free to play? You only sent victories. You lose a lot. Where's your defeats? 5.3 to 6.4. Yeah, look at this. Isn't that funny? Look at that. That person's using extra for you, too. Silly. Oh, wow. Hey, free to play. This is a good win. This is a good win, man. Against somebody with gear like that, that's really good. That's really good. That's the hardest thing to overcome. Amazing that you're, it's because of your 5%. It's because of the counters. I was going to say it's amazing that you're 7.8, only 8.1, but that's because of the counters, that you're getting the extra 5% for every mythic. So that's why. Yeah, your skills. It's good. Drone. You lose all the time, free to play. You lose all the time. No need to push that drone, brother. You're good. I like it. I like your 180. Oh, your 188. I think it's sexy. Keep it low. Keep it low. It's more of a slap in the face, free to play, when you beat people that are 250 when you're running around with a 188. So just go slow with the drone. No need to push. This is good. I like the chips though. Chips are looking good. Chips looking good. Damn, bro, this is a great win. Look at the chips. Look at it. You're doing 10 chips. Great win. Great win. Great win. No gorilla. Look at that. Look at he spent all the money on the special training. Oh, what a waste. What a waste of money. Silly. Silly goose. And he's got 4% on you here. What are you using again? You were using... This is air? Yeah. 87% air against his full mastery. This is an absolute wild win, free to play. This is a wild win. Okay, and what do you... Is war... Are you war and he's not? No, you're both war. It can't be your wall. I mean... Oh, no, I mean, come on. A slight edge. You got it. You got 9% on him here, which is okay. But I mean, come on. Does that make up for the fact he's full mastery with 4% tactical? Plus his drones advantage on you is enormous. Wow. I'm like, I'm very shocked. Normally this battle, I would look at, like, gear would be my number one. I would think this is completely flipped. This gear conversation, I think, would be completely flipped, man. I've really never seen anything like this, free to play. I really, the only thing, and I'm about to watch right now, the only thing I can think is you got crazy stuns in this battle. That's the only thing I think I'm about to watch that this makes sense. Because otherwise, it doesn't make sense. So far, only one stun. 2 stuns on Kim. So, there's 2. None there. Only 2 stuns. One more on Kim. You got 3 stuns on Kim. Won you the battle, though. Razor thin. And you only had Skylar Morrison left. Diva died. And you had 3 stuns on Kim. Did you fight this person again? Or only this time? Because I'd love to know if you beat them. I'd love to know if you beat them a second time. Or a third time you fought them. Only that time in 3. Oh, it's in the arena. Oh, so fight them again in the arena then. I'd be interested to see. You must have another battle with them somewhere around. They're that strong. That'll be interesting to see if you guys fight again, because that you got 3 stuns on Kim, and I think that won you the fight. But I'll tell you what, man. Congrats, Free to Play. That is a tremendous victory. I would save that one if I were you, because that is this is a rarity. I mean, I'll tell you what. Even without the stuns, like everywhere on this battle report, he has an enormous advantage on you. Crazy. Like, I mean, exclusives. He's got you in, and I'm not talking about these bonus crap. I'm saying in legit level 30s he's clearly has you in gear. I mean, you get the counter bonus for that, but still, he still has you in gear. He has you clearly in drone level, drone chips by a mile. Like, it's crazy how many drone chips he has. He has you in combat boost by a mile. He looks like he has you in components. He's beating you there. He's obviously beating you in the attribute bonuses. The special training, which give me a break. I would guess like that he has full mastery. You only have 87%. He's 4% tactical. You don't. He has you beat in a little bit in deco. I mean, it's just crazy up and down this lineup card that he's beating you in those categories for you to pull this out. So great win there, Free to Play. Great win. Good job. Good job. That was a good one. That was a good one to share. Vader, didn't you? I thought you said you had one. We got Vader. You took on Hyper Mick. I think I fought him today in Winter Storm as well. Or was this from the battle? Oh no, this couldn't have been. Oh, you just fought them on Versus though. I know that because they were over Kill Event. They had like 5 of them surround me. They were trying to rally me. Knight, MILF, and a couple of the other ones were rallying me. They were just joking around though. They were fans. They were fans of our of the WWC. So they were just poking around. Yeah, I don't understand the mentality here for everybody that builds out like this. Like, why the offense? Why just go all offense and no defense? I don't know. I don't get the logic. Not to mention it doesn't show out in the sandbox that it works. So I don't know why we're doing that. But I mean, even the guns on the defense, like, I mean, we're all out. We're just going offense. We're just like, okay, I'm just going to offense you to death. Dailies, you want to fight? Why you want to fight Shotgun Winter Storm? I would imagine you would brutalize them in Winter Storm. Free to Play. 1.6. I think you would be very disappointed in that challenge, sir. 176, 174. Yep, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Vader. I probably should have looked at this one prior to looking at free to plays because this person looks like here and there they have advantages. But this gear, I mean, this fight must have. Was this even a close fight? This based on that gear, this fight must have been. Did you kill them? I don't know how you lost this fight. They must have stunned you. They must have stunned you. Got one stun right there on Sarah. There's two stuns right there. One on Skylar. No, only two stuns. No gorilla or anything. You debuffed more damage with your defense. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised in that. He's got you on Deco by a lot. This may have played a major role, Vader. His hero and Overlord hit point. I mean, his Overlord's not there, but his hero hit points and his attack is so much higher than yours. So much higher. That allows him to stay alive longer. His crit damage is through the roof on you, too. Another one with the crit damage, 6% higher than you. 2% higher on his boost skill damage. I think the Deco may have cost you that battle. Yeah. I think it's all Deco. Because this doesn't make any sense. 2020, 30, 30. Like, your gear is phenomenal. This is 2 battles in a row where the opposite person's gear played out. Like, this is wild. Gear is always, like, the #1 factor, and it's got to be that Deco. This gear layout. I'd love to see who this person fought more. Like other battles with this person. I wish I could fight. Are they in our? They're not in our. Are they in our 3v3? Is this from 3v3? Oh, they are. Where is that person? Probably nowhere close to me. They're way down. I need to have other people fight them. There's Endless. Who can I have fight this person? Damn. Vader, where you at? Jeez. Gotta get you up here, brother. Are you ahead of Shaka? Shaka's 100? Vader, where are you? Did I miss you, or are you like? What number are you, for crying out loud? I haven't seen that guy or. Oh, there you are. 141. What the heck is that guy? Mick. Jesus. Who the hell knows? I don't know. I might have missed him. I was going to have other people fight him to see more battles against, to watch his gear. Because I don't think there's any way he's surviving that. I don't know where he is, though. I would think he's around you, but I don't see him. It's freaking wild. Alright, I don't know. I'll have to look for him later. I can't believe he fought you when he's not around you. So wild. It's killing me, man. Oh, there he is. I mean, that's not surprising. So he's... Jesus, how did you even fight him? He's 198. All right, who do I have around here that I know that can fight him? Nobody. Nobody. All our people are stronger than that? Who can? Steve. Alright, I don't know. I was going to have somebody fight him, but... That's crazy, Vader, that he's all the way back there. And he even fought you. It's crazy. Wild. I want to fight Shotgun Winter Storm. He said he would beat me, and I wouldn't go through his squads. What's your number one? He said he... Hold on. Vader, you can't go through his squads? Hold on. Hold on. Don't I have the battle that we had? I might have that saved. I do. You're 69. This is an older one though. You were 69.2. Aren't you like? Weren't you just stronger? Aren't you 70 now? Oh, this is 63.2. What's your? Is that your main squad? Are you stronger than this now? You're 69.2 when I fought you last. You would go through his wall. Where what's his wall? Oh, yeah, you go through his walls. You're like 70 million. I mean, what were you, Air? Your main is Air free to play? Is that your number one team? Yeah. What's your... I don't know what your missile is. I'd have to see your team's free to play. I don't know what else you had for him. Okay. Free to play. Did I have one more? I thought I had one more report, but I don't. It might have been on. It might have been on Discord. I don't know. Thought I had one more for tonight. But maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. I don't know. I don't see one. One. Gokes. Welcome in, first of all. Gokes, what are you saying? 123. 1. Hyper Mick might have a higher Wall of Honor, maybe. Did anyone say anything? Wall of Honor, I think, was a little bit higher, but I don't think it would have been deciding in that. Amanda. Vader, I was saying. Charlie, I don't think this would have been deciding factor. No, I mean, point 2. He's got 2 more total for tanks. His first one's air, and they're both fighting air, right? Or what is it? Air? Is it air versus tank? Or no, both of these were air, right? I think both of them were air. Air squad. Yeah, this fight was 2 airs, and if you look at both their airs, it was both 9. So even the advantage on wall, it's not with air. No. I mean, honestly, like, Deco by far is the biggest advantage that I've seen. This is actually big. Actually, it's funny is, Vader had one similar to this where he was way down in crit and way down in skill damage. It was very similar. So, I think this is most likely where it's coming from. I'd have to say. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna end tonight. I had on my little agenda. I did want to go over again. There were some updates. I don't know if they did anything else. So one thing they did was these level 11 troops. They started talking about the difference between them. For the level 11 troops, saying so armored soldiers are suitable for players with fewer healing speed up resources. Desert, Blizzard, and Canyon, you can conserve your forces to make combat last longer. Attack strongholds multiple times to increase the number of captured cities and contribute to the victory. Super players fewer healing speed up resources. And then the attack ones are more suitable for consecutive battles in various combat scenarios. So I saw that. So what was interesting, right, that I saw on this is if you look at what the bonus that they say you're getting for these troops here, you're getting reduce the attribute penalty for not being at full capacity by 10%. Right? So 10% for that. Now, if you look at your tactic cards, I think it was a battle card. And this one reduces the attribute penalties when the marching squad has insufficient units by 30%. So using this battle card is like 3 T10 cards. It's like 3 T10 cards or T11 cards. Because it says it's reducing the attribute penalty by 10% with that one thing. So my thing is when we get into season 5, if I put this card on, it reduces it by 30%. That all of a sudden increases this right here and what this is saying to 40%. Because it's an attribute penalty. They both deal with attribute penalties. So just something to think about. Like when I read that today, I was like, like the attribute penalty for those assaults. Yeah, 123 Ox is number 1. Yeah, Ouija Soju. Incredibly nice person to the WWC, by the way. Awesome in trying out some stuff for us and everything. Big fan of that guy. Very nice, incredibly nice. Don't know anything else about him. Don't know his teams, VIP team, blah, 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 all that nonsense. But I can tell you that just reaching out and talking to him, he's a nice guy. And he was very, very helpful for us. So anyway, let me get back to that. I just wanted to point that out for the T11 troops. And then to use that battle card. Soldiers are essential for activities that require consecutive battles, such as Storm Arena or Train Heist in the Alliance. Top commanders of the server can use this to defeat multiple enemy defensive troops. Yep. So the T11 switch, it takes 3 days to switch, as we know. Changing, like basically talking about how changing, you know, three days seems like a long time to have to wait. But if you allowed it to be too faster, it would be easy to manipulate the way the game plays if you made it shorter than that. So that's why they made it 3 days to change. Armored Soldier Battle Protection. When armored soldiers launch an attack, the severely wounded rate of allied units are reduced by 5%. Simply put, it allows you to save a bit on healing speed-ups. Okay, so you just have less people die. Got it. However, looking back at the entire gameplay, there are a few scenarios where the effect can be truly utilized effectively. In World Map PvP, as long as healing is performed within a short period of time, a 5% decrease in severe wound rate will not provide a significant advantage. Stamina conversion in the desert, blizzard, and canyon battles does have its effect, but the advantage is limited. In terms of combat performance, assault units are superior. If victory is the goal, units will be restored quickly using healing speed-ups, so there is little reason to use armored soldiers. Okay, so the game's telling the game just told you little reason to use them. Recommended for mid-level players in the server. Save healing speed-ups. I mean, again, I actually have a video going on to talk about this, but if healing speed-ups is your only advantage, you can use the Alliance to heal your hospital. So therefore, if it's just speed-ups that you're going to be saving, you're going to be using your Alliance to heal your hospital, then just choose... I guess if you're in a lower Alliance, then you're going to want to use the armored ones. If you're in a top Alliance, then you can just use the assault ones and end up in the same spot. And again, the assault... when the assault raiders in the troops, a reduction in troops... troop attributes caused by insufficient units is decreased by 10%. I'm telling you, that battle card is 30%. So, simple understanding, the more battles you fight in succession, the stronger you become. I don't know how the stronger you become. The attribute penalties, the reduction in troop attribute penalties are decreased by 10%. But the fact that you still have the attribute penalties of 90% still wouldn't make you stronger in the next battle than you were in the first battle. So that doesn't quite make sense. In multiple combats, the troop losses from the first combat will affect subsequent combats. Assault unit can mitigate this debuff. Sustained combat scenarios may occur in various situations such as battlefield events, world map, breakthrough. Not only is attacking effective, but defense is equally effective. Some people might think it's in strong combat, only related to experts. Free-to-play players can develop a fairly strong main force in the stage. Even players who seem strong, equip. Okay, so what I'm getting out of this is just use the assault troops. Just use the assault troops. It says recommended for top players, but as we see, like these, who's recommended for the armored ones? The armored ones are recommended for mid-year, but why? Because they save healing speed up. That's the only reason. And you can do that anyway. So there's no sense. Assault unit summary applicable to all players. Exactly. Like that's what I would think. It's recommended for top players, but I would think it's for everybody. Just use the assault ones. There's zero reason to use the armored troops. So there you go. You heard it here. Only choose assault. Only choose assault. And if you're not, then you're probably not on top alliance, which I'm telling you to get in anyway. So there you Danny, new season 5 trailer on Discord. Oh yeah, but is it like the other one where they just I'll pull it up. Is it like the other one where they just gonna Do you have it, Danny? T11, is it in the T11 guides? Or season 5? Oh, okay. See if I can get it to play through. All right. Is that coming through? Can you hear the audio when I play it? Does that come through? What is this? Oh, it's now sound? I don't know what it is anyway. It's on, I saw it on Discord. I was trying to pump it in without testing it. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I'll put it in here. You guys can. I have no clue. What it is, but a little confusing to me. But you guys can watch it if you want. There's the link for it. Yeah, and I'll have to watch. The other videos weren't telling much either. I don't know what that was. It looked like a test. It looked like a Tetris commercial more than it looked like a commercial for season 5. But okay, each their own. Either way, that's there were no other drops. Oh, here we go. Actually, it just came right here. Here it is right here. We'll see what it is. Gold prospecting. The seat selection event takes place during preseason 1 week before the new season begins. This 5-day event runs from Monday to Friday, with the seat selection phase happening Tuesday to Friday. The following Saturday and Sunday serve as this display stage. The 8 surrounding areas are exclusive starting zones, safe zones for 8 war zones, and cannot be invaded by others. Each war zone president selects one area as the war zone starting. War zones with a higher gold prospecting ranking receive priority when choosing their starting zone. Okay. Monday, the gold prospecting mini game is now open. Each person can play once per day. Total time of the fastest 50 clearances determines the zone ranking. The zone. So maybe you do play maybe it was Tetris. Maybe that's funny. Maybe it really that's what. Maybe that's what we're doing. The zone ranking decides the subsequent seat selection priority. If fewer than 50 people clear the stage, there will be no ranking. Tuesday through Friday, seat selection will be open starting from Tuesday. Only the president can select seats. War zones with higher rankings can replace the positions of those with lower rankings, but not vice versa. Displaying announce and finalize the final seat selection. To event an important prep step before the season officially starts. Commanders should co-sanction the schedule and plan their participation. So I don't know what I don't know what seat selection they're talking about. So Warzone, based on the higher goal, so whoever's stronger, I would take it, gets to pick where they're going to be in the war zone, the starting place in the war zone. I get that. But I don't know. This is talking about the seat selection event. I don't know what seat selection they're talking about. Announce and finalize the final seat selection result. So I don't know. I don't know if they mean seat selection like where you want your actual war zone to sit. You get to choose when you go in based on strength, but then it's going to be based on this competition where you actually are, if they're considering that the seat. Only the president can select seats. Yeah, they're not. I didn't see anywhere for them to explain what seats were. In any of this that we've read so far. We've read everything about it, and I didn't see anything about seats or seat selection. So, but it sounds like we're going to be playing a game, and I don't know if they mean this Monday coming up, because they make it sound like it says the seat selection event takes place during the preseason 1 week before the new season begins. Okay, so it just says one season before then. It doesn't give any dates like when it's actually going to start. They're just telling you that before it begins, there's going to be this seat selection event, and they're explaining to you how the event's going to work and how you're going to be able to pick where you go into the war zone, which section is your war zone based on strength. You choose first. Then they're going to have this mini game that everybody's going to play, and then the total time of the fastest 50 in the zone are going to determine the winners, and then they'll be able to finalize wherever your seat selection is. And only the president can select seats. So no clue what the seat selection stage or seat selection process is going to be. Wouldn't it be wild if the seat selection process was you get to pick somebody from the other war zones to be in your war zone or something crazy like seats, like they get to fill your seats, so you get to pick their whales to come join your side for the season or something. Never gonna happen. I'm just saying, but yeah, I don't know. That's what it is, and it does look like it's some form of Tetris, is what it looks like to me, with like blocks and whatever. So I'm all for Tetris, although I'm kind of disappointed. For this whatever that racing game was, they gave me 30 tries to play that, but Tetris I only get one time per day. A little disappointing in that, I gotta say, because I love Tetris. So that's fun to play, but that has not appeared to be the case. So, all right, folks. With that, I am going to close out this evening. More to come this week. I will have for you. Do not forget our Halloween announcement. We will be having Halloween night kill event. Do not forget. 24 hours live event for everybody. Do not forget. If you're interested, hop on the Discord and apply. There's a channel in there that you can apply if you're interested in actually participating in the event. Time slots depending on the open available time slots and your time zone and all that good stuff. All right. But other than that, QB18 leaving you tonight. Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us. QB18 out.